In fact, as we go ahead and take a peek, you can see that we still have some pretty heavy cells. In fact, this one is making its way through the Antelope Valley. It's actually moving in a westward location. It's affecting areas like Highway 138 if you're near Lake Los Angeles, Little Rock. It's moving towards the Lancaster-Palmdale area. And from this, we are not just seeing very strong winds, but we are also seeing some pretty large size hail. We're seeing some lightning as well. And again, it is going to continue to diminish over the as it starts to get later into the evening hours. But in the meantime, we do have a flash flood watch and now a flood warning for the Antelope Valley. That warning will be with us until at least 7:15. And again, it's because of the conditions associated with these cells that are making their way through the Antelope Valley. We'll have more on that, plus the rest of your forecast coming up in just a little bit. Guys, back to you for now. And that's because we still are dealing with that monsoonal moisture. But before we get to that, let's go ahead and take a look at this at the Doppler. You can see that we still have a little bit of severe weather in the Inyo-Kern County area, just a little bit northeast, excuse me, of the Antelope Valley. Parts of the Antelope Valley are still under a flood advisory, again, because of all that instability in the atmosphere. As we go ahead and take a look at the temperatures, it's still pretty warm outside. Oxnard 77, 80 in Camarillo, 86 in Van Nuys, 80 in downtown, 81 in downtown Los Angeles, 90 still in parts of the Inland Empire, like in Riverside and Chino, you're at 90. So again, still very warm. As we take a look at the overnight temperatures, we're not going to see a big cool off. It is going to be slightly cooler, but 68 degrees, almost 70 in Woodland Hills. That's still going to be pretty warm. Temperatures are well above average, 69 in Hollywood, 70 in El Monte, and 71 for Pomona. As we take a look at the 7-day forecast, it's still going to be muggy the next couple of days. And again, that ridge of high pressure is still with us. We're still tapping into that monsoonal moisture, bringing it into the region, and that's why it's feeling so sticky. By Friday for the Inland Empire, and tomorrow we're still going to see a chance of T-storms Wednesday and Thursday for the mountains of the San Bernardino Riverside area as well. We'll have the rest of your 7-day coming up in just a little bit. Guys, back to you for now. And more hot, humid weather with a chance of thunderstorms. The details coming up.
Vera Jimenez with a look outside. Hi, Vera.
Hi, Micah. Let's go ahead and take a look over downtown Los Angeles, where we have a little bit of hazy sunshine up above the mountains, especially along the Antelope Valley and parts of the San Bernardino Mountains. We are looking at pretty gray skies and big clouds, and that's because we are still seeing some heavy downpours. In fact, as we go ahead and take a look at the Doppler, here is what you can expect. We are still seeing some pretty heavy rain in some parts. In fact, earlier we had some large hail, we had strong gusty winds, and even some lightning. As the overnight hours continue to develop, we will see those showers diminish, but in the meantime, we're still looking at some pretty heavy downpours through the Antelope Valley. Highway 14 affected. Earlier, it was along Highway 138, but it's starting to move towards the west, and as it does, things, as you saw there, are calming down. We also have a flood warning for the Antelope Valley until 7:15 p.m. tonight, and again, with that, we are going to see those heavy downpours and that hail and the gusty winds still with us. Today, downtown Los Angeles, well above average, 89 degrees. The average this time of year is right around 83. So again, it felt a little bit humid, and that's because we're still tapping in to that monsoonal moisture. Currently outside, it is 81 degrees over downtown Los Angeles, so still pretty warm. 79 in Santa Ana, Ontario 89, and 106 in Palm Springs. And for the most part, the pressure is holding steady almost everywhere except for in downtown Los Angeles, where it is rising just a teeny tiny bit. All right, on the satellite radar picture, here is what you can see. A ridge of high pressure parked over the four corners. The circulation around that high is bringing the moisture in out of Baja, spinning it around and bringing it into the region, and that's why it feels so humid. In fact, this ridge of high pressure isn't going to start to move to the east and to decrease until probably Thursday. So on Friday, things will start to feel a little bit more comfortable, but we are still going to deal with the possibility of those thunderstorms, especially for the mountains and the deserts, at least until Thursday evening. Again, so that's what we can expect. Tomorrow, though, take a look at the temperature. It's still pretty warm. We are looking at 75 degrees over Santa Barbara. Oxnard warmer for you at 80, 96 in Woodland Hills, 98 for Newhall, and in Simi Valley, 91 degrees, 99 in the Lancaster-Palmdale area. And as we take a look at El Monte, parts of the San Gabriel Valley, also in the 90s. Pomona Pomona, 93 for you. And as we take a peek at the higher elevations, even in Hesperia and San Bernardino Mountains, we're looking at temperatures well into the 90s. 80 as we take a peek at Big Bear. 7-day forecast, if you live along the coast, will start to increase once again the early part of next week, but at least we'll see a little bit of cooling on Saturday and Sunday. That's the extra 7-day forecast. Micah, back to you.
Sounds good.
And of course, we'll also have your weather, more hot, humid, steamy conditions, and the chance of T-storms. I'll have the details coming up. Absolutely. You know what else is worth showing? We've got a great weather picture, and we also have a great time in the atmosphere. As we go ahead and take a look at the Doppler and we put it into motion, you can see that most of that moisture has actually disappeared. What happens is during the daytime, when the atmosphere is the most unstable because we get all that heat, that's when we see those temperatures really increase, and we see the atmosphere destabilize, and that's what produces all of those thunderstorms. So in the evening hours, when the temperatures cool down, the atmosphere restabilizes and things calm down, and that's why we're not seeing a lot of that green, yellow, and orange from this afternoon. Most of the watches and the warnings have indeed expired for this evening, but once again tomorrow, when it starts to get hot and we see that atmosphere destabilize once again tomorrow afternoon, these will be reissued. So again, tomorrow we're expecting to see flat watches and warnings for our mountains and our deserts. In the meantime, how about 89 degrees as the daytime high over downtown Los Angeles, above average, and we are going to see above average conditions once again tomorrow. Right now, 71 degrees over downtown LA, likewise in Santa Ana, 78 in Ontario, and 96 degrees in Palm Springs. On the satellite radar, here's what's causing all of that funky, moist, humid weather. Sticky is the high over the Four Corners. It's pulling in the moisture out of Baja California, bringing it into the region, and that's what's producing all of those uncomfortable conditions for us. And that high is going to be with us until at least Thursday, and then we're going to see a trough of low pressure move into our north, and that's going to cool things down, and we'll see the return of the marine layer, and that will cool us down into the weekend. In the meantime, tomorrow we're looking at 75 degrees over Santa Barbara, still warm, 80 degrees over Oxnard, 91 in Simi Valley. We're going to see lots of 90s for parts of Santa Clarita, like in Newhall, where it's going to be 98. Antelope Valley, we're looking at upper 90s there as well. Likewise in the San Gabriel Valley, so if you're in El Monte, we're looking at 94 degrees for you. Likewise in Riverside, 93 in San Bernardino, and even at the higher elevations, temperatures are going to be in the low 80s, 80 for Big Bear. On the 7-day forecast, here's what we can expect. Low 70s.